Okay, and we come to our final piece of advice in how to build confidence. One of the most important ways we can build confidence and really, one of the ways that we can really build our confidence is by moderating our inner conversations. Those inner conversations we have that tend to shame, blame, and make us feel unworthy, right? Now, sometimes the dialogue that would be going on in our head may feel like us, and sometimes it does come from us, but sometimes it comes from the outside influence of demonic spirits. Now, there is a world apart from the tangible world that we can see that exists beyond our sight. And that world, in a lot of ways, is more real than the world in which we live. And there are good beings and bad beings on that side, in that invisible realm, at least what is invisible to us when we walk through this life most of the times. So, it's so important to moderate our inner conversations. For example, if I say to myself, I'm so stupid, don't tell yourself that. You could say something like, what I did there wasn't the best, it was a little foolish, but I can do better next time. That's okay. I'm human, right? You can tell yourself that. Or if you think to yourself, gosh, I'm not as beautiful as everybody else, or I'm not as this as everybody else. I'm not as handsome. I'm not as successful. I'm not as You have to cut that out. You have to think you should have a little compassion with yourself. You should say to yourself something like, you know what? I've been trying really hard. I haven't been getting the results that I've wanted, but to be honest, I've really given this a good go and I'm proud of myself. I'm proud that I've really tried my best. Or if you think that you haven't tried your best, you could say, you know what? Uh, I think I could have tried a little harder, and maybe I have to pinch myself a little bit, but I'm gonna make a change. I'm gonna do better. I'm going to head in a different direction. If I was heading south, I'm gonna head north. If I was heading west, I'm gonna go east. Um, I'm human. I'm made of clay. Nobody's perfect, and the important thing is that I try my best. And to whatever extent that I have not been trying my best, I'm just going to change, right? The other thing is you have to ask yourself what is feeding your inner conversations. Sometimes what feeds our inner conversations are the input from people around us, like people telling us, trying to define who we are. But when people define who we are in a toxic way, we need to give some pushback, right? Whether it's within ourselves or directly against them. Just tell them, look, I don't need to be hearing that. Please keep your ignorance to yourself. Yeah, sometimes you have to mash some corns, right? Keep your ignorance to yourself. I don't need to be hearing that. Or within yourself, you could say, you know what? That's how they feel. Let them stay there with them feelings. That is not how I see myself, and that's not how I'm going to see myself. You kind of have to put up blockers. Put up blockers, right? Against things um that would feed toxicity and poison into your inner dialogues. So moderate your inner conversations. Moderate your inner conversations. Identify the root of those conversations. And it's not that you start lying to yourself. You still have to be honest with yourself, but it's important to be compassionate with yourself. It's important to give yourself space to be human, but not so much space that you become a devil. You understand what I mean? You don't say, well, I'm just human. Yeah, I could treat people however I want. No. It's compassion, but not licensed criminality, right? So moderate your inner conversations. Moderate your inner conversations. So it means you have to listen to what goes on inside of your head. Huh? You have to listen. Don't ignore it. Don't pretend nothing's happening inside of your head. You have to tune into what's happening in your head. A lot of times people don't think about what they think, but we need to think about what we think. Be very conscious about what you think, right? So day by day, if you moderate your inner conversations, you're going to start feeling better about yourself. Guaranteed. So that's it. This is the end of the series. 10 fairly quick points. I mean, I was hoping I could have gotten through them quicker, but 10 quick points about how you can build your confidence, how you can boost your self esteem. If you just do one of these, if you just pick one and work on it, your self esteem is going to go up. The barometer of your confidence is going to go up, right? And if you go through all 10, if you want to be ambitious and go through all 10, I encourage you to do that. Just pace yourself, right? Don't overwhelm yourself. Don't crash your system. Choose one at a time. Try to choose one, at least one at a time, just one at a time, right? Choose one at a time. Work on it consistently. I would say at least for a couple of months, and then go to the next level with another one. Take your time, or when you feel that you've really nailed something, go on to the next item, to the next piece of advice. So that's it. I hope that this was helpful. If it was, thank you for giving it a thumbs up, and please share this video with somebody who needs to hear it. You know, make a difference in somebody's life by sharing content that will help them upshift to a better version of who they are. So that's it. Until next time, thank you for subscribing to my channel if you enjoyed this content, and do be well.